dear listener. Where is your night? Or if you're listening to this podcast in the afternoon, where is your day? I just gave an English word-to-word translation of how we greet in Hausa language. We say ina kwana in the morning and ina wuni in the daytime. This is how we greet. But if you translate it in English, someone will be like, what do you mean by where is my night? I don't know where it went. I slept, I woke up, and the night, it's gone. Please comment below on how you say hello in your language. Please give us a word-to-word translation of how it is in English language. Let's know, let's learn from how cultures differs and how it can change its meaning once it's been translated into another language. I am so happy and excited to start this new episode of another series with you. This is titled Business Success, or Achieving Success in Your Business, or Making Your Business Successful. Anyhow you choose to call it, just know that business and success is involved. This is the first episode. Employment Ready podcast went well. I'm so excited that I was able to take that journey with you, and I believe that this one too is going to be interesting, impactful, and it's going to be interactive. In this episode, we are going to talk about two things that a business person must know and apply to achieve success or to run a successful business. Now, the first thing is what? The first thing is sustainment or maintenance, or running a smooth business doesn't happen by accident. Eric admits he is one of my favorite public speakers. He was talking about personal healthcare. He said there's nothing like a public healthcare. It's personal healthcare because everyone is different, and he was making his illustration with the elephant living in the zoo and the elephant in the wildlife. They found out that the elephant living in the wildlife lived for about 70 years, while the one in the zoo lived for about 7 years. So a research was made to know why is it like that, and they find out that the difference is in the diet. The elephant is underfed. The elephant has to eat the way it requires, and they find out that the elephant in the wildlife, or an elephant, requires 250 kilograms of grass and 70 liters of water for sustenance every day. And when they incorporated in the diet of the elephant in the zoo, they found out that they got the result. The elephant now lived longer as expected. So it's like that with every other thing that you want to run. A business is not an exception. If you want to have a successful business, you must know that you have to be there. You must be there to sustain it. You must be there to run it. A business, starting it is just another step in it. Not that when you have started, you just leave things to be on their own. You must continue a day in and day out maintenance to keep everything going in the way that you want it. Now, the second thing is that for you to sustain this business, you have to have an action plan. Now you know that you cannot sustain a business just by desiring it. Now the thing is, how will you do that? An action plan. I will tell you something. When I started Prod Minds Concept, it was Prod Minds Concept at first before we became Prod Minds Empowerment Initiative. And it was just a platform and more like a business. I was so excited because I thought starting it is the thing. Unknown to me that starting it is just a step. I waited for my scholarship money. Thank you very much, MTN. You made this happen. MTN Foundation Scholarship for the blind students. They gave me my scholarship in 2020, December. I got the money. I gave it for my website, and they buy the hosting, bought the domain, designed the website. As I said, everything was put in place. And I'm super excited. I was counting the money. If I would have 100,000 signups, that means so millions. If I'm going to have 1,000,000 signups, it means this. I wasn't calculating well. It's just about the money. Well, yes, I know that I wasn't wrong to think about the money I was going to make, but then if it's just the money that you will think about, then you're just going to end up how it ended for me, or how it turned out for me then when I started Portmine's concept. And after I realized that, well, you just started something and you need another thing to continue it to make what you want happen, well, it was like a big blow. I went down because no signups, no social media followers, no nothing, no money. And yeah, it's going and going and going. What do? We came back. We came back and sat down. We started re-strategizing on how we are going to do. We discovered that there are a lot of work and we started doing this, and now we are seeing the results because we did not just sit down and say, okay, since it has failed, it has failed. We found out what was it that made it fail and realized that we did not have an action plan. So now we are working towards achieving our goals. And you guys will agree with me that this is not how Portmines was when it started. You guys could also testify that. So don't give up on your business because you have started just like me and it failed. You can just start again. Just sit down and have your action plan. Know that maybe you started this business alone or you have a partner in it. You guys should know that you are the ones that can make it happen. Your targeted audience can't make it happen, or your friends that know that you are running this business can't make it happen. It's you who have to make that thing happen. Or the business itself, as sweet as it is, how lucrative it seemed, it's not going to sustain itself. So know that sustainment is not going to happen just by you dreaming it to happen, and you have to have an action plan to make it happen. This is it for this week's episode, and we will be with you next week for another interesting one. Well, I have to say it again, I'm so excited. Please and please, you know that you have been impacted with this episode. Share it. Follow us on our social media handles. You can find us on Instagram, we're there, on Facebook, we are there, and here on YouTube, we're here as well. We are available to answer all of your questions. We are available to listen to your suggestions. We are available for collaboration and partnership. We are available for any other thing that you have in mind to communicate with us. Well, please, we just want you to be there. We need your presence. We need you to follow us, please. And please, thank you once again, and goodbye.